Salve, salve pessoal, bem-vindos a mais um vídeo do canal Nerds de Responsa. Eu sou o Thiago e estamos aqui com mais uma gameplay do nosso jogo Final Fantasy XVI, 16º jogo numerado da franquia. No 16º jogo não é nem ferrando, porque Final Fantasy tem de tudo que é jeito, nome e tamanho. Mas esse aqui é o 16º jogo principal, né, da franquia principal, que é os numerados. Deixa eu ver aqui, ó. Em off eu fiz uma missão secundária que tava bem ali do lado ali e fiz uma caçada aqui, ó. Cadê, ó? Só pra mostrar pra vocês a caçada que eu fiz aqui. Foi essa aqui, ó, que eu fiz em off. As outras eu já tinha feito em off também, mas essa aqui foi que eu fiz agora, entre esse vídeo aqui. Deixa eu mostrar pra vocês aonde ela estava. Se eu não me engano é aqui no penhasco, deixa eu mostrar. Ó, você vem aqui nesse mapa, né, penhasco do Canto do Falcão. E a geleia vai estar bem nessa área aqui, tá? Caso alguém que tá seguindo, assistindo aí, tá seguindo a minha jogatina aqui pra fazer também, tá? Beleza? Então vamos pra enfermaria aqui e continuar com a nossa quest principal.
Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Torgal também é um dominante, ó. Esse maluco aí depois eu falo com ele, tá? Então o Torgal também é um dominante, né? Certeza. Certeza que o Torgal é o dominante do Fenrir. Nem sei se existe esse summon. Acho que não. É que eu tô tentando lembrar dos Final Fantasy que eu joguei. Se tem algum summon meio canino assim, acho que não. Se vocês souberem, me fala aí. Deixa eu ver aqui, ó. Vamos chegar na biblioteca.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Nossa! Eu falei Fenrir, mas nem imaginei, te juro.
The annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva.
Nossa, chutei certeiro agora, hein?
And her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
Aí sim. Fenrir.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
O que essa mina quer agora? Que barulho é essa? Ele fez tudo isso aí só pra cortar uma corda?
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this, Will.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
O que ela faz mesmo?
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Ela vai localizar o Kupka? Vivian é ela, né? Não. Ah não, Vivian é a outra mina lá. A mulher dos mapas. Não, ainda não tô acreditando que o cara. Que o Kupka saiu daquela, mano. Pô, nós vamos com as duas mãos do cara. Mano. Isso é doido.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosaria.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Porém, os caras que capturaram o Kupka, eles sabem. Devem saber do. O última da história do.
What?
Do Clive.
Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
Porque
You
chama
have
ele de
nothing to
Vitus,
worry
né?
about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A
Aí tá o
guest?
Kupka ali. Ah, o tio dele.
For your trouble.
O tio dele é gente boa.
In hindsight. Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Da hora, esse cara é da hora. Enquanto isso, esse é o Império.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
É que agora eles estão sem o Titã, né?
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan. nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Esse maluco tá nem aí pra nada, velho.
Were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred.
Esse maluco é um filho
For
da
every
mãe,
home that
mano.
burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Ele tá nem pra nada. Honra, glória. Mano, só quer glória, na verdade, né? Honra, dever.
Dion?
A palavra dele não tem. Não vale nada.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
Aí, essa pilantra. Mano, essa mulher tem que morrer, tem que sofrer na morte dela, velho.
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Ela tramou isso aí, pra ele ficar com...
Annabella's tales were true.
Pra ele ficar com receio do príncipe sair. Aí, ó, a cara dela. Ai, que filha da mãe, mano. Essa mulher, mano.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The little ones have been up to their old. It's just one thing after another around here.
Nossa, mas se cada um a gente ganha uma espada, imagina a do Barbucha, do Titã. Essas espadas iam ser muito loucas, né? Fala, tio!
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Ah, ele vai saber onde o pessoal foi. Por onde, né?
You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
O velho é rico mesmo, né?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place.
Será que ela vai saber agora?
Come here and I'll show you.
Mostra.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. Or would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velkroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velkroy. It may well have gone cold by now, But as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Beleza, vamos seguindo aqui, ó.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Beleza, vamos falar com o Byron aqui e seguir pra pegar a cabeça do Kupka. Já peguei as mãos.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Então bora, aqui é o deserto de Velkroy. Aqui tem uma missão secundária que depois eu faço. Vai só eu e o Fenrir? Agora vou chamar o Torgal de Fenrir. República de Dalméquia. Deserto, que da hora, velho. Opção Sumero.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Aí, ó, Enigma das Areias. Então bora. Nossa, mas o deserto é grande pra explorar, hein? Eu tenho que ir pra cá.
Ready go?
Vamos conhecer o deserto.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Eita, nós. O tio dele também luta, né? Ah, só 21, achei que ia dar mais coisa. Show, cadê o Chocobo? Ai, caramba.
Let's go.
Faster.
Será que eu consigo pular aqui?
Many
Não, né?
years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together.
accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
Deixa eu que eu não pulo aqui não.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother
Por que ele
arrived
tá correndo?
that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Ah, tá demorando. É só o que o velho tava falando? Então eu vou para aquelas ruínas ali, porque não consegui ir por essa borda já vai dar lá no lugar. Eu quero explorar mais um pouco. Quero ver o que tem por aqui, velho. Vamos ver o que tem aqui.
You deserve a rest.
Agora eu não posso mais pular porque eu não tenho o bagulho da Fênix. É, nessa direção mesmo.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Ah, não, é por aqui a entrada. Umas ruínas.
Back to the stables, girl.
Esse bagulho é muito louco, velho. E eu tô lascado que eu tava vendo aquele modo arcade lá. Eu não vou poder usar esse negócio aqui que para o tempo, que me ajuda na esquiva. Na verdade não pode ser nenhum desses aí que ajuda. Então aí eu vou ter que... Aí é lá que eu vou aprender a esquivar dos inimigos. Porque eu não jogando aqui com esse negócio, ele é bom, é forte, mas eu não tô esquivando eu mesmo. Oh, calma aí, eu tava com os pontos pra habilitar aqui. Isso. Agora eu vou ter mais uma barra de coisa, ó. Aqui não tem nada. Não.
Come on.
Então vamos lá pra coisa já. Pera aí, deixa eu ver primeiro se aqui tem uma coisa.
I can't see a thing.
Come, Clive! Let us turn back before we lose our way!
Pronto. Não dá pra pular aqui não? Caramba, Chocobo, é só pular, ó. Aí, ó. Vamos ver se tem esse comércio aí. Opa.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
Não tem nada não, então faça reto. Olha o oásis ali. Será que é ali que tem cidade? Ah, dá pra ir reto ali, eu vou aqui pro lado que tem umas ruínas ali. Nossa, deixa eu cupo do deserto. Mais ou menos pra cá, ruínas. As ruínas. Ah, vamos matar esse povo aqui, vai. Nossa, o bagulho puxa longe, hein? Deixa eu ver se as ruínas estão aqui. Eu tô em cima delas, no caso. E não tem nada demais. Só vim lutar com os bichinhos. Nossa, onde o bagulho vai, mano? Então vem, Chocobinho.
Ready, go?
Ah, there she is, the good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this
Mano, tá me
heat has given
lembrando
me
muito
quite a
também.
thirst.
Eu esqueci o nome da cidade, velho. Lá do Dragon Quest. Do Dragon Quest 11. Tem uma cidade deserta assim também. Eu acho que é muito boa, velho. Dragon Quest 11 é o jogo que eu quero jogar de novo pra trazer aqui pro canal, mano. Que é um jogo que eu gosto muito também. Só que esse vai dar mais de 100 episódios, velho. Mais de 100 vídeos. Mesmo um vídeo de 1 hora, velho. Ah, o chocobo dos bichos dos cavaleiros lá.
Steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
Você tá levando um velho pra luta, mano.
Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Ah, o disfarce deles. É o Assassin's Creed.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Cerveja com sopa, velho. Tá tirando, hein, Clive?
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Ah, isso aí, o salaminho aí, ó. Seria mais top. Uma cervejinha. Poxa, o Joshua tá aí, velho. É amiga dele. Ih, coitado, tá todo lascado também.
Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Ela vai ver o Clive. Será que eles vão se encontrar agora?
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Deu merda. Esse tio fala pra caramba.
Sorry.
Ah, não vi o Clive.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
Esse tio me representa, velho.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Take him! Try it.
Beleza, mano. Arrebentar esses trouxas aqui. Será que se eu vou usar o furacão da coisa aqui no restaurante vai dar ruim? O furacão da garuda? Só pra você ficar ligeiro, parça. Tá faltando um ainda? Vem cá. Vou colocar mais não mexer com ninguém no bar, velho. Esse tio me representa, velho. Tomar uma, comer.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Ela viu que é o Clive agora. Ela viu ele usando os poderes, não viu? Porque eu usei.
Now's our chance.
Ela vai falar pra ele?
Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Ele estava tão perto. É a Fênix?
Clive?
Corre! Você ainda alcança, velho. Ele não gosta de cenoura.
What is it now?
Por isso que ele vai reconhecer por causa disso?
It's nothing.
Ah, mano, era só subir na janela, velho. Você ia achar seu irmão. Que mancada. Ele estava tão perto. Não falou que o Torgal não podia entrar na cidade?
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
Beleza, eu tenho que ir pra onde agora?
They said it themselves.
Lá para a
Their
presa do
guest is
Drago.
in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends
Fazer
turn
um
up.
caiozinho no Torgal, só porque ele virou o Fenrir. Deixa eu ver aqui no mapa. Não, tem que passar por aqui. E ir pra cá. A mandíbula. Então é isso aí, pessoal. Vou encerrar esse vídeo por aqui. Já teve muita ação aqui no boteco, no barzinho da cidade. Se você gostou, se inscreva no canal. Deixe seu like, compartilhe esse vídeo com algum amigo seu. E eu te vejo no próximo vídeo. Eu tô indo nessa e falou!